Hey everyone, I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Amanda.
And you're listening to the Happily Everett After podcast. Hey everyone, welcome back to episode 6 of the Happily Everett After podcast. We're so glad you're joining us today, whether you're listening on YouTube or maybe Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever it may be. We appreciate that you're joining in on this 6th episode. As always, got my lovely wife here.
Hello.
I never introduced you, you know that?
You never do.
I thought about it. And I was like, I'm going to say it today.
I just start yapping.
You do. But our intro to the, podcast.
Yeah.
It does.
Right,
so that's why I guess I haven't. But I just thought about today and I was like, we just kind of jump into it every week and maybe people aren't paying attention and they're like, who is this lady talking?
Who is that lady?
Who's that lady? So, as always, again, thank you for joining and listening wherever you are. If you are listening on Apple Podcasts, we'd love for you to leave a 5-star review. We've already gotten 4 or 5 5-star reviews.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Which is awesome. And it helps us out. Of course, it helps our podcast grow and for other people to discover us. The more 5-star reviews we get, the more we get suggested to people to listen to, which would be great because we feel like we have a lot of fun stories to share, a lot of fun things. And as always, in our show notes below, you can find links to all of our social media, like our Instagram, our YouTube, our TikTok, our link tree, and then, of course, Patreon. And if you're not familiar with what Patreon is, it's our community. It's basically a support channel. You can be a free member and see some of our free posts. You can donate. There's 2 options. There's $1, there's $5, where you can listen to our bonus episodes and come chat with us as well. So we'd love for you to join us over there, and we have a lot of fun. There's especially one of our favorite episodes that we've done, which is our most recent spontaneous Disney World trip. All right, I think that takes care of all the little stuff, right?
That's it.
All the little housekeeping items.
Everything I don't want to talk about.
Everything you don't want to talk about. Everything that is just all me.
Yep.
Well, we're still sitting in the comfy couch spot.
Yeah.
It's been great. I'm enjoying this. Yeah. Instead of sitting in the chairs at the kitchen table.
I know. And they don't squeak, which is great.
No, but we do have cats that squeak. That's
we do.
For sure.
Yeah. They're sleeping now, though.
They both are sleeping. This is great.
I know.
And they're both, I don't know, maybe because it's a little bit later tonight than what we usually are doing. So let's get started, though, with today's episode. What's been going on in your world?
So the biggest thing is we now have an induction date for our baby. So they're going to induce me on my due date, which would be like at 40 weeks on June 28th at like 4. Is it 4 or 4:30 in the morning?
4:30 in the morning.
4:30 in the morning. Yeah. I was induced with Jackson because I was developing preeclampsia pretty quickly. Likely to happen again this time. We're already starting to see some little symptoms of it. But I'm on weekly appointments with the doctors anyway, so we'll see what they catch.
Her feet are eating her shoes.
Yeah, they're getting pretty bad.
And her hands have already eaten a couple of rings.
I'm on my 3rd ring, replacement wedding ring right now.
Yeah. And it keeps on going.
Yeah, I know. It's bad. I'm getting little chunky fingers.
Instead of hungry hippos, it's hungry pinkies. Or hungry piggies.
I know. It's getting so bad. But anyway, so I don't want to go past 40 weeks. And so if she does not come naturally by then, or if they don't induce me for preeclampsia by then the 28th, which is her due date, she will be here.
I hope she comes earlier. I'm really betting the mid-June, June 16th, 17th range.
Yeah, so here's my thing. I really didn't want to wait until 40 weeks, but now that we have a date and a whole scheduled thing, I just really the type A in me is thriving off of this, and here's your schedule, and here's your pre-admittance appointment. It's 2 days before, and then you get to go in and I don't know.
Yeah, you asked me, you're like, aren't you happy with this? And I was like, no.
I was like, oh, my parents can come down, we can plan for my parents are coming, and everything will just be great. And but that also means I have another 4 weeks of being this massively pregnant.
Yeah. And that's why I said no.
Yeah.
It's because I know what you're going through right now, and I'm just ready for, I mean, at least like 2 more weeks. Not right now. Not today, not tomorrow. Like 2 more weeks, and she can arrive, and I think I'd feel a lot better.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think she's going to come naturally that early. I think if she does come early, it'll be like a medically like necessary induction.
Yeah.
Which Jackson was. So we'll see.
Fingers crossed that. I'm hoping it's just kind of a smooth, like,
yeah.
Everyone says that the second baby, usually comes out pretty fast. It's an easier transition. Yeah. So maybe that'll be the case for us.
We'll see, because it was rough with Jack.
Yeah.
What was it, 24 hours of labor?
25.
22 hours of labor and 2 hours of pushing.
Okay, yeah. So,
yeah.
A lot.
It was a lot.
24 too many.
And my epidural did not work.
Yeah.
So I got it at 2:00 in the morning, and he was born at 9:04. And from then on, it was just like even worse pain than before I got the epidural.
Yeah. Yeah.
Terrible.
It's been.
That's why it better be better this time. It has to be. It has to be, right?
I
guess we'll see.
I'm hoping. I'm thinking. I'm staying positive. I think it will be.
Should be.
I think it will be. What else has been going on?
We cleaned out the garage.
Yeah. That's been, like, that feeling when, I'm sure you guys have seen it too, or maybe it's even happened to you. You have, when you move into a new place, it doesn't even have to be a house, it could be just an apartment, but you have that maybe 1 or 2 boxes left, and it just sits there, and you don't unpack it. And, well, we're at that. We're almost at 3 years in this home.
Yeah.
And we had a couple of boxes left in the garage that were in our, that were the package.
The moving boxes.
The moving
boxes. Like the cardboard
yeah.
moving boxes.
And we've put it off, and basically we wanted to get them into totes, just safer, nicer, and then also going through it and just being like, do we need this?
Yeah.
Or is it trash or a giveaway? Well, we finally, over the past couple of months, slowly have been chipping away at it and got it done.
We have a 2-car garage. So half of it is, we have an air hockey table.
Yep, an Avengers
we're like,
air hockey table.
We got it for free. It was like a weird story, but like, we have it listed to sell, but we also enjoy playing it, but we also don't really need it.
No, like I have it listed. I have it for a specific price because of what the value really is on it. And if somebody offers and wants to pay for it, great. If they don't, we're also okay with it not like going away.
Yeah, because like your car is really old.
Yeah.
And like not a daily driver.
No.
And my car is the only one we would like really need to protect in like hail or like that we like to keep in the garage anyway.
Which is oddly, we've gotten some hail this year. A lot more hail in Tennessee than
and your
usual.
car got pretty damaged in the hail.
Yeah, it did. It did.
But we only really need one side of the garage open. How many times have we put the car in the garage? Like since we've owned the house?
Oh man. Probably.
I was going to say maybe like 20.
Maybe 20. Yeah. Because
maybe. In the winter, it's like I really demand that the garage is cleaned out in the winter because I'm home with Jackson all the time. So it's nice to like not have to go outside in all the weather.
Yeah. And then typically we'll do some sort of project or start. What happens is we start working on the garage again and start moving around boxes and then we leave it for a while.
Right, right.
And then it's just a big mess.
Yeah, everything just like ends up in the middle of the garage again.
Yep.
And then we have yard sales and then we go through stuff. And so we've like cleaned out the garage before, but we haven't gotten down to the last box.
Yeah.
Until a few weeks ago.
Yep.
But then we had to put everything like back together and reorganize.
Yeah.
Which has been a little difficult because I cannot lift that much.
No.
The garage is right below Jackson's room. So like napping in bedtime is really difficult. It's been tough.
It has been. But we're finally there.
Yeah.
I have a couple of things we need to take to the dump this weekend.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple of, like, we have like 2 little boxes of things that we want to like sell or give away. And then that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're done, but I really want
We got rid of a lot of stuff. A lot more than what I was expecting.
Yeah. I got rid of a lot more than what I was expecting.
Yeah. You didn't have a choice.
I hold on to things.
We enjoy holidays so much. And so we have a lot of seasonal boxes and boxes of like holiday decorations, specifically Christmas. I would say we probably have like 15 Christmas boxes. Does that sound right?
At least.
Yeah. And then we have maybe 2 for Halloween, 1 for fall.
No.
3 for Halloween?
No.
4 for Halloween.
4 for Halloween.
Woof.
2 for fall.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 for summer.
Yeah.
1,
Easter.
1 for Easter.
And then a shared for Thanksgiving and St. Patrick's Day.
You mean?
Nope.
Valentine's
Sorry.
Day.
Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
And then that's it, right?
That's it.
Yeah. So we have like a lot of like holiday boxes. So those are like lined up against the wall kind of. And then we have like a whole bunch of baby stuff, pregnancy stuff. I have some old memorabilia, but I think I only have 2 boxes.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about how many boxes I have.
But my second box is not full. It's probably like halfway full, if that.
Yeah.
You have at least 4.
Yeah. We'll just leave it at that. I have at least 4.
At least 4.
We'll just leave it
and
at
there's
that.
a bunch of like little ones. There's a bunch of like little things like that are like we have to go through.
Yeah. I'm a big keepsake guy. I value things that have memories, or I don't know. I like things. I like
yeah,
things.
but
And I like to keep things.
I still have like memory boxes that I'll take like, I don't know, like wristbands from like certain events or tickets and stuff and like put it. But like you take a map in every single language from every single Disney park you step into every single time you go.
You act like that's abnormal.
You have like hundreds of fast passes from your past that are all the same date.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a lot of like excess.
Now that is a problem. That is a box I still have got to like go through
With
and
all that
throw out a
papers,
lot.
yeah.
I do have that kind of set into the side so I can.
And there's like
go through
random
it.
like I feel like there's got to be that box. I can like see it in my head of random decorations from your college program.
Oh, I threw out pretty much all that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
good,
it's all
good.
gone now.
We did have a lot of stuff from our apartment from college too.
Yep. Yeah.
Threw away a lot of that.
My biggest thing with my keepsakes is I buy a lot of big things. Like at one point, I was really big into the Vinylmations.
Oh
at
my
Disney.
God, the vinyls.
Yeah, and I will not get rid of those. And then I have
I hate
like
the vinyls.
I
don't like the vinyls and I don't like the pops.
Yeah, I know.
I have 1 pop. That's it. Anyone
Wow.
want to guess who it is?
Who?
It's the Mandalorian.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyways,
With his helmet off.
that's the garage story. And we finally got it done. So I'm really happy.
Yeah.
Really happy.
And
that
then
we've done
I
that.
used the car today. And when I went to come back home, I forgot that the garage was cleaned out. So I forgot to park the car in the garage.
I came home and I said, "Did you forget?" She said, "Yep."
And I was already out of the car, and then the neighbors were next door. So I was not about to get back in the car and open the garage. And like, I don't know. It was just weird.
Yeah.
You had a really busy week.
Yeah, I did. I had a really busy week in real estate. So much, and I think we talked about last episode, but my head's been spinning. I have a closing tomorrow, and then a closing on Monday, and then a closing 3 days after that. So 4 in total this month, and then 1 on the 1st of July. So it's been great. I've been busy, and our team has been killing it, which also means that I've had very little time at home. And I don't want to say it's slowing down because it's really not right now.
It's not, but it kind of has to.
I know, like I'm trying to figure it out right now.
I mean, because as of Saturday, this baby is full term.
Yeah.
And she can come at any point.
Yeah, I know. I just had an open house tonight, 4 to 6. I'm scheduling showings
For tomorrow.
for tomorrow and for Saturday.
Yep.
We have a baby shower on Saturday.
Yep.
And by the way, it's Thursday when we're recording this,
Yeah.
June the 5th. And then on Monday, like I said, Monday I have a closing and then I have a final walkthrough. Like there's so much
lot.
going on in real estate, and it's really great, and I'm in a really good position with that, and it's been great. So if you're looking in the Tennessee area, hit me up. Or if you're thinking about moving wherever you are, let me know, because I do know some agents in different areas that maybe I can help set you up with someone who's going to take care of you. But that's it for real estate. Guess what else? Guess what else happened this week?
What happened?
We found a snake.
We
in our
did.
grill. We had a lot of rain for about a week straight.
Yeah.
Almost, I'd say 5 days.
Yeah.
And so we put the covers on the grill, put the covers over.
We don't
our
use
table.
the grill that much.
No, we
like,
don't.
On our own, with like just us, probably 5 or 6 times throughout the summer.
Yeah, we intend to do it more, and then we're like, let's cook out. And then
it's either too hot, or it's raining, or there's something. Now, when my parents are here,
it's like
if the weather is nice, then we're always outside cooking on the grill.
So we covered it up because it was raining. 5 days later, we're like, let's cook out some hot dogs tonight. Let's do that for dinner. I go to take the cover off, and there it is, a snake.
Next to a mouse's nest.
Yep. So all in that 5-day span, a mouse has got in there, built a nest, and a snake has found it and potentially, I guess, killed the mice.
Yeah, because the mouse was not there. But like the nest is made out of all the like the fuzzy like stuffing that's meant to like keep the grill like protected on the inside.
Yeah, I was
which
not
is
happy
really
with
annoying.
that. Not happy. No.
Jack keeps going by the grill and goes, "You see the snake?" We're like, "No, it's gone."
Because I told him, I was like, Jack, do not come over here. Please stay back. Hang out over there.
Yeah.
And he's like,
it wasn't a dangerous snake, though.
No, it's a racer.
Yeah. It was big.
It was long. I would say
2 feet.
2 feet. I would say 2 feet. Because I watched him sprawl across the entire grill and keep going. So I'd say about 2 feet. But he was harmless to us. He seemed really curious. Like I would get near him and he didn't like back up. He just kind of was like hanging out.
Looked around, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all right, man, we could be friends. So you don't hurt me. I don't hurt you. You get the mice. I let you be. And then, well, now we've lost him, like we said. So I don't know where he is. We haven't seen him again. So, we have this here on our list, and I'm going to let you tell it because it's such a cute story, and I don't think I can do it justice, but we just have something new going on with Jackson right now.
It's really cute. His imagination has just like taken like a huge leap, like
out of nowhere.
Overnight.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Like he's started to like make some of his stuffed animals talk, or his cars talk to each other and stuff, and like different things like that. But he sleeps with 5 stuffed animals. We have an elephant that has like kind of like a rattle in it. I got it at one of my baby showers at work. It's from Target. He has a lion just like that Madison gave him. He has an elephant that he got when he was 3 months old from his first trip to the zoo. He has a rocket raccoon that Mitchell and Aunt Noelle got him. And then he also has a Dumbo that we got him on his 1.5 year visit to Disney, right? Was that was that the one?
No,
or was it the most recent?
It was
one?
the most recent. Oh, that's a great question. It was the most recent visit. It is the most recent visit.
Yeah, it was.
It was back this fall in 2024.
Yeah. So it was 2024. And now all 5 of them. Oh yeah, because of contemporary. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now all 5 of them sleep with him, and he has just recently been very attached to this elephant. It's not huge, but it's like bigger than like a normal stuffy, I would assume. And he's given it this voice. And now Mitchell had to go back upstairs after we put Jackson down. Sometimes he tries to stall. So even though he just went to the bathroom, he'll tell Mitchell, "Oh, I have to potty. Oh, I want some snuggles," or whatever. So Mitchell goes up to spare me from huffing up and down the stairs too many times. And one time he told you that Elephant was being very naughty.
Yes.
And Elephant was jumping on the bed.
Yep.
And pooped in the bed. And needed to be potty trained.
Yes.
And tried to come downstairs and get Mommy to help potty train Elephant.
Yeah. I was kind of worried when he said that. I was like, did you poop?
Yeah, we're like, are we projecting onto Elephant over here?
Elephant. And then when we went to the bathroom, he had to turn on the fan, which he doesn't even have the fan on in the bathroom because Elephant stinks.
That is so funny. I didn't know that he knew that was the function of the fan.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so that's a new one. And then I want to mention one thing about the voice because, Jackson's 3, so he's still learning, right? He has given the elephant 2 different types of voices. The first day he said elephant is a girl, and elephant had this really high pitch voice.
Yeah.
And now he still says elephant's a girl, but elephant talks like this.
Elephant's got it deeper. But that's his normal voice when he's trying to like use a stuffed animal to like talk to something.
Yeah, he'll be like, well, Okay.
Yeah. So then the next night, after Elephant pooped in the bed and jumped on the bed, Jackson came knocking on the door. Elephant had to go potty. Apparently, Elephant got potty trained very quickly. And then Elephant was missing mommy.
Yes.
So I'm on the phone with my mom telling her the story of the previous night because I knew that Jackson had the elephant at the door. And he comes walking downstairs and I look and I thought it was Mitchell coming down the stairs and it was Jackson with Elephant. I said, "What are you doing down here?" And he said, "Elephant is missing mommy." So I gave Elephant a big hug and we had a little chat, and I gave Jackson a hug and a little chat. And then we said our goodnights and we gave kisses, and he's walking up the stairs with Elephant, and we have like half of our stairs are walled off and half of them have a railing on it. And so he sticks Elephant's little like tusk through like the railing rungs, and Elephant said, "Goodnight, mommy," through the rungs of the railings.
It was so sweet.
So cute. It was so sweet, but we were also like cracking up. Like I was in tears laughing. It was so funny. Yeah, Elephant's got a voice. Elephant now has to wear clothes. So Elephant was wearing a Jungle Cruise shirt, courtesy of Aunt Noelle. Elephant joins us in our songs and our prayers. And we have a little chat with Elephant every night about how to not knock on the door and to just go to sleep because we're all taken care of and everything is fine. Then Jackson and Elephant were in matching pajamas.
Yeah. Spin and Spidey.
Spidey. Yeah.
Yep.
Because he has both of them.
They're a duo now.
So now they're a duo.
Yep. That's great.
And he keeps wanting to change Elephant's clothes. And I'm like, we're going to do this once a day.
And he wants to put pants on Elephant. We're like,
Yeah.
well,
No.
not going to fit.
I'm about to go get his like 12, or I'm about to send you up to the attic to get his 12-month clothes just to get some shirts to put on Elephant. Because I think that size would probably fit him.
Yeah, maybe so.
Before 12 months, he didn't really have shirts. It was all onesies. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But like we can give Elephant a little wardrobe.
It's been awesome.
It's been really cute to see his imagination.
I really enjoy that. Like, I love seeing that from him and seeing him kind of grow in that. Also, this week, it just really happened, yesterday? We introduced Jackson to Phineas and Ferb. Probably too early, but with the new season coming out, Amanda and I really are both big fans of Phineas and Ferb, but I love Phineas and Ferb, and I'm so happy we have a new season. And I'm excited to check it out.
Yep. I mean, we didn't sit here and binge it. We watched
no, one episode.
One episode,
yeah.
2 episodes.
Yeah. It was 2, but it was that
it was the
2 for 1.
Split. Yeah. And he liked it.
He did.
Yeah.
And so we'll watch some more. I think they're actually. I mean, I don't know what the age range is for them, but there really is nothing on there that seems inappropriate for his age. Yeah. But I'm glad he got to see it for the first time.
Yeah.
Made my heart a little happy there. So. Anything else? I know I have one more topic I want to talk about, but do you have anything else that happened this week that you know what's going on?
We finally got the splash pad out.
Oh yeah,
it's been so hot. So today we pulled out the splash pad. Jackson loves playing in water. I really enjoy pools and splash pads and things, but they are a lot of work.
It was 86 today. I was just looking.
As a parent, there's so much work to put the pools and the splash pads and everything together, but
it really is.
They're so enjoyable. So we really had a good time.
It's like if somebody would just put it all up for you.
Yeah.
And take it all down for you. It's
perfect.
100% great.
The feels was in the 90s. The UV was at a 10, which was extreme. It was hot today. So we went out there and it was really nice.
That's good. I'm glad you guys had a good
time. It's the first water play of the season.
Yeah. From what he told me, not even just you, he seemed to really enjoy it. I came home and he just was talking up a storm about it.
He really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, well, I have one more thing to discuss because it was announced. They gave us more details about the Cars Land, or should I say, Piston Peak, and it's like a cartoony concept art that they gave for the new land at Magic Kingdom. But it just got me more excited, and the reason why is because Jackson loves cars. I love cars.
Well. He doesn't like the movie anymore.
That's right. That is true. He won't
loves
watch it
Lightning
with you.
McQueen.
Yep.
He loves anything that has cars on it.
Yep.
But every time you go to watch it, he does not want to watch it. If it's already on and he walks in, then he'll watch it. But you're like, oh, do you want to watch Cars? We could watch Cars 1. We could watch Cars 2. We could watch Planes. Like, we could do any of this. Anything from the franchise. Nope. Nothing.
I feel like he's watched it too many times. And
I
he's
don't know.
Yeah.
Even when he was younger, he really didn't want to watch it. You would have to, like, put it on for him to watch. It's really strange.
It is strange because he loves Lightning McQueen. And loves him.
Yep.
Has a car, loves saying ka-chow, loves the whole thing. But yeah,
It's
when
so
it's like
weird.
put on the movie is a little bit
He just won't
tough
watch
for
it.
him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just, the land, I mean, I'm assuming we got about 3 years for when it's going to be completed, 3 to 5 years. And at that point, Jackson's going to be prime. Like, he'll be like 7 or 8 years old. And like, I just think that's going to be such a good time for him to experience that. And I'm sure even by then, like I think he's going to have a really big obsession with cars and a lot of things like that. So it just looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And the concept art they released for it looks cool. I know a lot of people have been, talking about it. And I'm sure you could go listen to a lot of Disney podcasts, like break down a lot of about the concept art, and everyone's giving their opinions. And, both of us, we love Tom Sawyer Island and Rivers of America and taking the Liberty Bell. And that will definitely be missed. But I am really excited for a new opportunity, a new ride in Frontierland, and something I think is going to be really unique,
Yeah.
And something I think that our kid and potentially our baby girl, maybe she'll be really big into cars too,
Maybe.
So, and one thing that has been pointed out, I just saw it today, and I don't know if you noticed, but they're in the concept art, they have the barrel bridge in it.
I didn't even look at it yet.
You have what?
I didn't. No. I feel like you sent it to me when I was at like the library or something the other day, and I never got like to look at it.
I did send it to you when you were at the library.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you got to zoom in and like around where the little smaller attraction that still hasn't been announced what it is. If you zoom in, you can see the little barrel bridges there. So, and they're gonna have like geysers and things, and I think there's gonna be a lot of nods to Tom Sawyer Island. And they're keeping like a little bit of the riverfront where the Liberty Bell is right now. So I don't think it's going to be the entire river. I think it's just going to be a smaller front. But I think it's really nice that we're still going to have a lot of water in that area, which is going to be really needed. And I think it's going to be beautiful. So I'm just really excited for this. What are your thoughts?
I'm excited for it. I just try to keep my expectations pretty low because with all this new stuff and like, then you look at the concept art and you're like, wow, they have this, they have this, they have that. I just feel like it's like really important to like keep your expectations like extremely level because like this is definitely not going to look like this.
Yeah, I mean we know how it goes.
Yeah.
Especially working testing. I'm sure you have stories where Imagineers and engineers have even told you some things that were supposed to be that got cut. Because I heard a lot of things with Rise when we worked at Rise. So
they changed the whole look of a scene in Mickey's just because like they did it and then Kevin came in and was like, I don't like it. And so they had to change the whole thing. So like, I'll tell you.
Okay, yeah.
I'll tell you.
Whisper it really loudly into the mic.
It was something minor, but like it was a scene of the ride and it was done and they were like, nope.
Yeah. So things like that happen all the time. So yeah. You always have to.
Things are going to look different.
Oh,
definitely.
100%. 100%. But it seemed like Disney, because they did like a little media event with this and it seemed like they made a conservative effort.
I think it'll be good. It's not going to be as good as Cars Land, obviously. Like Radiator Springs.
It's hard to beat that.
It'll be good. But I don't think everything's going to be as like new as what we're expecting. Like I think obviously the Cars ride is going to be really similar to Radiator Springs Racers. I think the small ride could be something between like Luigi's. We were talking about like an Alien Swirling Saucers maybe.
Yeah.
But probably not. I think it's going to be a Luigi's.
So we were talking about this and I'm glad you brought it up, but Alien Swirling Saucers, I don't know if many people know, but it had a lot of flooding issues early on. Because of the location and because Florida. And I just don't know if they would... Well, I don't know if they cloned that for that land. I don't think they're going to.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So that leaves you with Luigi's.
Or something similar.
Or something similar, but they kind of made it seem like this is going to be something new.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but then they leave everything off the concept art. I feel like they don't know what they're going to do. And I'm kind of curious because they haven't mentioned anything about the World of Plains, but it's in Piston Peak, which is in Plains. I'm just wondering if there'll be a little, like, Plains attraction there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But there's no mention of Plains. Like, there's nothing in concept art. Yeah. It is really weird, but Piston Peak is...
I also thought that was a really strange name to go with.
Yeah, so...
Too much, like, wordplay with it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, inappropriate.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So I just thought, like, maybe you got a little... I don't know. Probably not. It's probably not going to have any planes at all. It's probably going to be more cars themed, but...
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what they do, but I think it's going to be nice. And then, of course, that also means that's more Villains Land stuff coming up. That connects from there.
Yeah.
The sad thing about all this, though, is that we're losing the railroad for several years in a full circuit.
Well, at least they're not fully closing it.
For 4 years, like we had. Yeah.
I think
for Tron.
I just think that they're like, we did that once, we can't do it again. So, like, let's give them something.
Yeah. Like, let's take it from the Main Street to Fantasyland.
Yeah.
So... I'm really pumped though for cars. I'm not expecting Galaxy's Edge, but I'm expecting Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway level. That's what I'm expecting.
Well, they're not just replacing a ride; they're building a whole land.
Yes, but sorry. Let me clarify. That was probably poor on my part. The level of detail and like just story that they're going to give. I think the ride's going to be... I think the whole land's... I'm just saying, I think it's going to be a beautiful land. I don't think it's going to be over the top.
I think it's going to be a lot more minor than what everyone is assuming it will be.
Yeah. Because it's also got to fit with that area,
a very small land.
Yeah.
With 2 rides. That's fitting in a very small area of the park, I think, right?
Yeah. Seems like it.
Because then you have to, like... There's also so much structure around it that, like, they're trying to hide... Big Thunder Mountain, trying to hide Tiana's, like, so it'll be a lot of structure. I don't think that'll be a lot of moving space.
Yeah. I know, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how it unfolds, so we'll kind of just see how that progress goes from there. So anything else this week?
Nope.
I don't think so either. I think that kind of covers it.
I also don't think we have anything for our next topic, which is our next Disney trip.
No, we don't. We've
done nothing.
We've done nothing this week.
We've done no planning. We have nothing.
Sorry about that, guys. We have nothing new for you with that one. I did see, this week Disney is kind of starting to crack down on some DVC, like renting issues, but I'm not going to get into that. That's not really our forte. Yeah. But nothing really new. We got to get going on that. You know that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little preoccupied by the human that I'm about to birth in a few weeks.
Maybe you shouldn't be preoccupied. All right. When she's out of here, when she's here, I'm going to be expecting a lot.
Pretty much right after she's here, we'll be able to book our dining reservations and everything just a few weeks after she's born. So
yeah. So we really got to get on the ball with that. I know.
And which then means it will be down to the 60 days, which means we'll have to do a countdown. Yep. So.
We're open to suggestions too.
Yeah.
If you guys have ideas for countdowns, I think it'd be cool. All right. Ready for the main topic for tonight? I
guess so. I gotta get my phone out now.
Whenever everyone's listening. It's nighttime for us. You get your phone, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're following along on YouTube, great. If you're not, this might be a little bit confusing, but we have our series going on our YouTube channel. It's where we took Jackson to Walt Disney World. We've been sharing a little bit more about that trip. So what just came out when you're listening to this podcast is our day at Magic Kingdom. So let's start it off. Are you ready?
Yeah. I was reading these notes, and because we were just talking about our upcoming Disney trip, the first thing is new bubble wand and hat and glasses. And I was like, he doesn't need another bubble wand, and he doesn't need another hat, and he doesn't need any more glasses. And then I was like, oh, wait,
Yeah.
It's for the one we just had. Yes. So we went in right away and got him another bubble wand from the hat shop.
Yeah. He broke his last bubble wand. That's why we were getting a new one.
The day we got it, by throwing it out of his stroller at Epcot.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad that there's no like little like hook area on it or anything that you could even like tie like a strap to, like a toy strap or like a pacifier, like tether or anything.
I think that's actually a really great idea.
They're just like, because like they're for like kids that are still like the age where they're like throwing everything out of their stroller.
Well, I mean, think about how many strollers are at Disney, period.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, tying them down. I think any parent who's listening to this right now is like, wow, how many
especially
things...
for a $30 bubble wand. Like
Yes.
we need to keep it in the stroller, guys.
Yeah. $30 and then it falls on the ground and breaks and
Yeah,
you're
that's
done.
it. That's it. So that's what happened.
Yeah.
But anyways, we got him a new bubble wand, and then we wanted to get him a hat, and we weren't sure we were between the Donald Duck hat, like the classic Donald Duck hat, or getting him this hat that had Mickey Mouse and Mickey ears on it, but it also came with a pair of sunglasses.
Yeah.
And that's what Jackson chose. He chose that over the Donald. We completely left it up to him.
Yeah.
He still wears the hat.
I really
still
like
wears
the
the
Donald.
glasses.
Yeah, I really like the Donald, and he was like,
it's like a novelty hat.
Exactly, I love those. I thought he was going to go with that one,
I
but
did
he was
too.
like, he wanted more of the Mickey and the glasses. So,
Well, are we getting him something this time? Because
Is
you
that
have to
even
think
a
about
question?
it. He also has the classic Mickey ears with his name on the back of it.
yeah, we have to do that for the baby.
But one, I think it's infant size. Side note of that, he has a really tiny head, so I think
does,
the
but
infant
still-
size would fit.
Yeah.
But the chin strap would kill him. He would hate it.
Yeah,
But like you get those novelty hats, and they're just like baseball hats, and he'd wear that a lot more.
yeah,
I don't know. We'll have to see.
yeah. We'll have to see about that.
And when we were in the hat shop, you were filming something for the vlog. Oh, you were filming that train, the runaway railway train for the
Yes,
vlog.
I was.
Jackson ran up to me and Noelle with the ginormous, like $90 Stitch plush.
Yeah.
How close were we to leaving the store with that?
Ooh, as close could be.
Seriously.
I mean,
We almost dropped
yeah.
like $90 on a plush
Yeah.
that like would literally just like sit in his room and he would never touch again. But like he loved it. He was carrying it everywhere. He was hugging it and squeezing it and laying on it. And like he was just like all about it. It was really sweet.
We wanted to take him to see the new Lilo and Stitch movie that's out. We haven't got to, and we probably won't. We just don't have the time, and we still don't have the time.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Disney Plus, we'll show him, and I just think that,
He loves Stitch.
yeah, he loves Stitch. It's just a random obsession of
It
his.
was really cute.
Yeah, but I love that remote control train. You know,
I know you do.
I know it's great.
I think it's very nice, but I don't think we need it.
So. After that, it was we had, I think it was virtual queue for Tiana's. Was it that or did we
I
have
don't
lightning
know.
lanes?
You and Noelle set up everything for it.
I know. I think we actually did lightning lanes that day.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Why are you yawning over there so
I'm
much?
so tired.
I know. It's like
10:30 at night.
third yawn within like 2 minutes.
Exhausted.
So Tiana's, we did lightning lanes. I do remember that. And did Tiana's for the first time. And I do have to say it was great. Better than what I thought it was going to be. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the queue. I thought the queue was actually really nice. I thought that was a lot
Queue was
of
nice.
new
I still
additions.
hate the outdoor queue. And like most of
Did you expect the outdoor queue to be better?
Yeah.
Really?
Because that's where you spend a lot of time and it's a
Yeah.
lot of just zigzagging back and forth and like that's the part where like you want to entertain guests the most because when they get closer to the ride, they're not like looking around, like they're just close to the ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like in the parts that are like the hottest, that are not undercover, that like some parts you don't get the fan, you're standing really close to people next to you, behind you, like they're everywhere. There's nothing going on.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Tiana's was really good. I'm going to
good.
say...
It was a great ride.
I'm going to say something controversial about it. My only thing that I don't like... Truly, this is actually it. The only thing I don't like about it is I don't like the Special Spice song.
what?
The Special Spice, the last song, the grand finale song at the end. It's just...
How have you had enough time to pay attention to that? You wrote it once.
Do you know me? Do you know how much Disney stuff I do?
Yeah, but that's not a fair analysis. You wrote it once.
Yeah.
So what's your analysis from your ride, your first experience?
Is that when we entered, after you usually get Zippity Doo Dah, which was really upbeat and like happy and poppy. Special Spice was like cool and
Can I tell you something? I don't
Yeah.
remember a song being played. I don't remember what was being played in the background. In my head, it's probably still Dig a Little Deeper, and I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I remember all the really awesome animatronics. I remember
Yes.
Lottie. I remember Tia. I remember Naveen.
Yep. And again, all that was amazing. And that's the thing is like one of my favorite parts about this ride, and we won't spend too long on this, but I really love the Bayou aspect of it. When you go inside the building, it just is so dark in there.
You
and
really feel immersed in it.
Do.
I really love
that.
it. I really love the ride. I had a big love for Splash Mountain, and I genuinely enjoy Tiana's a lot. I think it's really cool. I love Tia as a princess. I love the idea of the ride. I think it's really cool. I think they did a great job. I really do.
I do too. If you could
I
change
wrote it
Special
once,
Spice.
and I've never listened to the song separately, and I've never like whatever. I thought it was really enjoyable.
Now you got to go listen to the song.
Yeah, but like as a first time rider, even as like a person like experiencing this like ride for the first time, like I didn't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, well, you make a good point. If you're riding, there's nothing. It's still great.
Yeah,
it's still good. It's just I wanted the finale song because I expected it to be grand, and it's good. It's a good song.
Well,
it's
the finale itself is grand.
Yeah, the finale is incredible. A lot of animatronics, and you know what? I know Tiana's gets a lot of hate, and a lot of times it doesn't work, but all the animatronics were working when we rode it.
They were really nice. They were really cool to watch.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's enough about Tiana's. While we were riding it, though, Noelle took Jackson on Pirates. And what happened?
Jackson's water bottle like jumped out of Noelle's purse.
His special Mickey water bottle we got just for this trip because why?
Because it fit in his stroller.
Yeah, it fit in his cup holder, which is kind of oddly shaped.
Yeah.
And she came back and she's like...
She's like, it literally jumped out of my purse. Like, as I sat down with him on Pirates, the water bottle fell out of my purse. She's like, I don't even know how, because my purse was upright, and then all of a sudden the water bottle was gone, and I heard a thunk, and then I realized what it was. And I was like, well, Noelle, it's a good thing it was like $3 at like Burlington, so it was not that big of a deal.
It's one of the best stories we've ever had.
I know,
on a Disney
it was
trip.
so funny.
Speaking of Pirates, though, we went and met Captain Jack Sparrow after, which was awesome. Jackson's experience, though, was hilarious.
It was interesting. Like, he doesn't like face characters.
No, not at all, really.
Didn't not like Jack.
Yeah,
I feel like it's almost because he's like so dressed up and has so much stuff going on that like to him it almost seems like a fur character.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
It was hilarious. Jack's just kind of like looking at him, and you know, Captain Jack's like talking and doing his thing, and we're trying to take Jackson's picture and we're trying to get Jackson's attention, and Jackson's staring off at, I believe, the
character attendant.
Yeah, the character attendant, that's right. And then Captain Jack's like waving his hand.
I know. It was so funny.
Face. It was hilarious.
It was really cute.
You need to watch the video to hear like the full audio of it, but it was
an awesome meet and greet. He got down on Jackson's level. He was squatted down talking to him the whole time. Like, it was really nice.
Yeah, really nice. What happened after that?
According to your list, we went to Buzz Lightyear.
Which
I'm trying to figure out why we went from Adventureland all the way over to Tomorrowland.
This is exactly why I mentioned a couple of days ago that when we plan this fall trip, that I really want to make sure we just do whatever's in that land, just walk around, because we tend to bounce around a lot, and I believe this was because of the lightning lanes.
We did have a lightning lane for it.
And I think that's in having lightning lanes are great, and it really helped us out at Magic Kingdom. However, when it bounces you around, having kids, it's really...
It takes a long time to get over there.
It does. So that's something to keep in mind, that it's not you're saving your time in line, but it's just not always an easy bouncing back and forth. So I would say try to keep it on one side of the park as you work your way through. But did Buzz Lightyear? That was Jackson's first time on Buzz.
No.
So, I think so. Was it not?
No.
Did you do it the year before?
No. I think he did it the first year we went.
Might have. Okay, maybe he did. Maybe he did. This is the first year he got to have fun with it, though. Yeah. For sure. And he spun us around a lot, which was great. Then finished with that, and this was something that you and I were really looking forward to with him, which was taking him to the Harmony Barbershop on Main Street, USA.
Yep, he did pretty good, and he wasn't loving haircuts at that time, but they had a lot of like cool toys, and the cast member that did his haircut, she was so cute and so funny, and she just like kept him entertained. She wasn't worried if he was like whining or complaining. She just like, she did everything great. It was perfect.
She did. Do you remember her name, by the way?
I don't.
Okay.
Noelle might.
But
the haircut that he got in Main Street in Walt Disney World,
keep in mind,
is cheaper than the haircut from the like exclusively kids place that we take him to in Knoxville.
Yeah, almost double.
No.
What is it that we got? What was it at Disney? For
20.
20. Okay. For some reason, I think it was like 14 or 15.
No,
okay.
no.
$20.
And his haircut here is 25.
Yeah.
If it's a first haircut, you get the commemorative picture. It's 30.
Oh, man. Yeah. She was great, though. I wish I could remember her name on the top of my head, but you could tell she works with kids all the time. She just knew how to, like, handle Jackson, and it was really nice. I really appreciated that. And Jackson's haircut was great. He got pixie dust or pirate dust. That's, like, the unique part about it that
Yeah, it was good.
I love from my childhood. But after that, where do we go eat?
Columbia Harbor House, my favorite.
I feel like over the years, we'd come in and we'd be like, okay, we're going to do Casey's or Pecos. And now it's just
no, you say you're going to do Casey's. I don't like anything at Casey's.
No, that's the point I'm making.
And then we would end up at Pecos Bill's, which is like, the food is okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It depends. Year after year, Pecos
chaotic.
Bill. Yeah, they change the menu
though
too, and that's you just never know if it's going to be something you want that year or not.
Yeah, I used to like the cauliflower tacos they had there. They were good and they were spicy.
Yeah, I was about to say you love those. Yeah, so we went to Columbia Harbor House, and that's kind of. I mean, we both love it.
Yeah,
we can get fish and we can get chicken, fries, pretty much anything.
Yeah, the fish is really good.
Yeah, so we ate there, cooled off for a bit. And then after that, we took the train over to Fantasyland. And that's when Jackson got to ride his first roller coaster.
Yeah, we put him on Barnstormer.
He was excited to do it.
He sat next to me. It's what he chose.
Yep.
And I was trying to hold him, and he didn't want... I was trying to, like, hold him, like, you know, like the, like when you love someone, you're in the car, and you, like, brake really hard, you, like, put your arm across them. Yeah. I was trying to kind of, like, hold him like that, and he didn't want any part of it. And then the ride started going, and he was okay until it started going down, and he was, like grabbing at me. So I was trying to hold on to him, and I couldn't get my arm, like, around him because his head was so, like, pressed to the back of the seat that his head with his fresh pixie dust was under my armpit. And so I kind of like wore him like roll-on deodorant. Then he didn't have any pixie dust the rest of the day because my underarm kept it all.
Yep.
It was terrible. Yeah. He didn't not like it.
Yeah.
He was just like, all done. We're all done. And I was like, oh, we're like almost done. We're like almost back. So thank God it's a short ride. It did not traumatize him. He's been on other roller coasters since. But at the end, this is my favorite part. At the end, we got off and we're standing like, we're still like in like the exit like part of the queue, but like no, we're not in anyone's way. And Mitchell's like, oh, do you want to ride it again? Do you want to ride it with Daddy? Do you want to ride it again? And Jack is pointing through the fence going, ride that one, ride that one. And Mitchell's like, yeah, the roller coaster, we'll ride it again. Jack's like, no, ride that one, ride that one. And I was like, Mitchell, Please, you're projecting onto him. He wants to ride Dumbo.
I was like, man, this kid loved the roller coaster. All right. No, he truly just wanted to do Dumbo.
Yeah.
His favorite, but that'll be on next week's podcast.
Yeah.
So you'll have to check that out. We'll talk more about that and the rest of our day at Magic Kingdom. So again, if you want to see more about our trip with Jackson and just kind of the overall experience taking a toddler to Disney and how we did it, check out our series on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and listening, make sure you subscribe, leave us some comments. And if you're over on any kind of podcasting platform, make sure you're following us, subscribing, whatever it may be. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts because it really helps us out. And lastly, just check us out on Patreon. We'd love for you to join us over there. And all the support is much appreciated. And we'd love to have you on our community. So next up, we have our Patreon show that we're going to get to. So join us over there for that bonus show. Otherwise, that is it for this episode. Do you have anything to add?
No.
One day you're going to. You know that? You're going to say, oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe I'll just cut you off. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. All right. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.